Good morning, good evening, my friends. It's January 11th, as you see down here, 11:04 a.m. my time. So I want to thank people that have subscribed. I know my channel is very lacking. I'm a man of many hobbies, and I thought I would do this video to introduce myself and give you an idea where this came from, this channel, why I have it, and where I plan to go with it. So my very first 5 years ago, my very first layout is the first video I uploaded. But I'm gonna go before that. So ever since I was a kid, I liked trains, but nobody in my family had any trains. No one, and I have a very large family on both sides. Parents divorced, remarried. So there's a lot of family, and no one I know has trains. And I guess when I moved out with my wife into an apartment, the one year I decided, hey, I want to do a train around the Christmas tree in our apartment. So I bought a Snap-on HO set. Didn't know anything about it. Internet didn't exist. Actually, internet exists. I bought it off of eBay. But yeah, the internet was fairly new. So I received it. Had issues setting it up. I didn't understand flex tracking. I got to mount it down. It wouldn't keep form, and I ended up just boxing it all back up, putting it away. Going forward, 5 years ago, a friend of mine turned around and asked me if I would like her father's trains, and I said, "Well, I would love the trains, but I'm a person that jumps in too hard on hobbies." I turned around and said, "Nah, I'm good." And for like 2 weeks, she kept asking me, "Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure?" And I didn't know her father had trains, so I finally said, "Sure," and I went over their house and I grabbed everything. It was a lot of stuff. And I was telling a friend about it, and he said, I would love to see what you got. And that's where this first layout video came from. I set this up on the floor just to get an idea of what there was, how many trains, and whatnot. Going from there, I started expanding the layout with the post-war Lionel 726, running it around. If you watch that video, you'll see there's still sections of track not connected. Now, now I knew I needed a bigger area because that layout was 12 by 16, and I have a lot more stuff than what's here. I like Lionel O. I like the operational stuff of the um, era, the post-war, the log loader, the coal ramp. I have all that, and I've even expanded to the coal elevator, the coaling station, the oil derrick. I like oil and coal are my two best things I like. Um, Due to COVID, right before COVID, my wife and I were talking about getting a bigger house, and I was like, you know what? Now I know I need a room for trains. So I packed it all up, put it all away, and COVID hit. Well, COVID hit, and I had HO. I just told you I had an HO set, and I was like, you know what? Let me do a 4x8 in the garage. Now, you don't see the snap-on set right here. You see other things. I will back up because I did leave that part out. When I got the train set, HO train set, and I was trying to figure it out and couldn't get the track delay, the controller came with it was really horrible, and I was doing some research, and everybody said get the Tech 2. Tech 2 brand new was $75 and a dual controller. So I jumped on Craigslist and I found a guy with a massive HO collection. And he had a Tech 2 in there. And I contacted him and said, hey, I'd love to buy the Tech 2. I'll give you $50 cash. He was local. He goes, I'm not willing to separate. Just show up. He went $1,200 for everything. So I go over there on a Saturday morning. I walk in. There's a U-Haul out front. He's boxing everything up and putting things right on, right on. He shows me where the trains are. He goes, look, I want 1,200, but I make a deal. It has to go today. Give me 400. It's all yours. So I took it. I ended up with a ton of trains, a ton of rolling stock, a ton of track. I flipped pretty much everything on eBay, got my $400 back, made extra money on top of it, and kept a lot of it. But so that's where this HO is. So here's my snap-on, my very first train. Um, so simple circle loop. I'm just playing around trying to figure it out. So during COVID, on Facebook I met a guy, Corey, and we got talking about DCC trains, and how you can convert trains to DCC++, and So that's why you'll see some videos on that. So you got O in here, now you got HO, I got DCC plus plus, my post-war maintenance. I still had a post-war setup area, even though I boxed most of it up. And I kept adding, so I ended up getting the K-Line Streamliners cars, and up adding a little Joe. Now, I've sold a lot of my O, except for what I inherited, and my little Joe. I still have him. Here's the O gauge line 22 switchers. So now that COVID was wrapping up, I did these during COVID. 5 years, you'll see them. I bought this on Craigslist. I actually just sold most of it. I mainly bought it for the KW ZW transformer, which I still have. The Bachmann Hustle Muscle, I just sold that. DCC plus plus EX test on 2 trains. So this was still during COVID, 4 years. And I converted some trains, but this one came as DCC, this Bachmann. And here's a Arduino JMRI 16 relay board. Corey and I were working on that. And then pretty much I just went stale because COVID ended. Um, I packed up all the HOs so we could start looking for houses. And house price has been insane through the roof. I said I have other hobbies. I have photography, I have home automation, I have a mud truck I've been wrenching on since I was 16. You can see I'm not 16 anymore. Um, and just recently, I was like, I want to get back into trains, and everything's boxed up, and I'm still looking for a house. And somewhere along the line, I ended up with this little piece of rolling stock. And I'm like, what is this? And I hit up a buddy. He's another buddy. He says, oh, that's N. So, because I always jump in with both feet right in, I jumped into N. This one was basically a teardown of an N scale train and then converting it to DCC, my lessons learned, and this is how I ended up on N scale. Um, my Arduino stockpiled over the times of COVID. DCC plus plus EXJMRI. So DCC plus plus changed to DCC plus plus EX. Now I think it's DCC plus plus command station. I got my ghetto track layout that I was starting to do. And then showing this is a 1968 Santa Fe postage stamp train that I converted to DCC. Love it. It's awesome. I talk about DCC itself. 1980 Concours Pensy. I love the Concours. I've got a lot more than this now, which you will see. I've converted some trains for my local train guy. So right here, a year ago, 2 DCC trains, 10 rolling stock. So it's 2 DCC trains pulling 10 pieces of rolling stock. Now the lighted passenger cars are very heavy. You can pull like 4 with one Concours, and it's a 6-wheel locomotive. So I now have 3 of them. Got to finish converting the third one. But my goal is to run a really long passenger train with it. Talk about adding the decoder. Here's Plasticville houses. Here's my Concours Pensies. Bachmann Metro Liner converted. This done for a friend. He really enjoys it. People are amazed. Like they're like, "Oh wow, that's an old train, and it's converted." I just converted another train for him. Started a layout in the garage 9 months ago. My father passed away, so going through his house and cleaning up over time, he had a lot of stuff, a lot of totes, and my oldest son's going to move out, so we kept a lot. This 4x8 in the garage had to come down. I have no layout. It is still kind of what I want. I can tell you it is flat, 2 dimensional. I don't like that. I'm starting to notice by other people's layouts. Add hills, make the trains go up, like the outer loop can go up and around, and add depth. This video here, 3 months ago, O-scale Campbell soup car, I discuss about how rare it is. I ended up selling, I had got 2 of them, I ended up selling them on eBay. I did the video more so I can remind myself that I had. And then the down here, the season 2024 episode 14 2 DCC trains 10 rolling stock was actually around the Christmas tree in the front. I wanted to do a Christmas layout. started playing with it, it was very picky. I kind of threw it together and it didn't work well. Wasn't happy. So for this Christmas 2 weeks ago, small oval for somebody somebody that asked if it was complicated on a Lionel group on Facebook. They said, "Is it difficult to set up a train layout around a Christmas tree? How difficult? How long does it take?" And I just threw this video together real quick to say, "This is how easy it is. Slap track together, simple." I explained what parts, and I don't even know if I run the train test, but so that's a lot in a short amount of time to tell you about the background with trains. I don't have a lot of train knowledge. I don't know what runs with what era trains are what. I run what I want. It's my layout. It's my right. I am going to start 2026 with some good stuff. I'm going to do this introduction video. I just resin printed ore cards. So down here you can see the layout started. Mouse obviously two blue ore cars and a green one. I typically pick them up for $5 a piece, sometimes seven, maybe 7.50 at the most. Well, how about this? Somebody designed it, stuck it on Thingiverse, and I printed 16 for $1.10. Now I got to buy wheels with couplers, but I got to replace the couplers on these because these have Rapido or Rapido or whatever you want to call them couplers, and they don't hold well, they don't look stale, whatever. I picked up a Bachmann Big, picked up a Kato Big Boy. I knew it was damaged when I bought it. Uh, Guy said it needed a $15 part. When I got it from him, it was all apart, a mess. I said in Ocado, right now it just got mailed yesterday. It's going to be 3 to 5 weeks, 6 weeks before I find out what gives, if it's going to be repairable, how much, and get it back. My goal is to pull 60 to 100 ore cards, that big boy. I got a lot of work, and I want to show you along the way how I did it. Most of these videos were for myself to remind me how I did things, but also for you as cool part is with the resin printed ore cars. The guy made the holes. Like it's weird. He's like, I just used trucks with Rapido couplers and just screwed them together. I tried it and it wasn't working. So I got 3D printers. I have a PLA resin printer, and a FDM printer, and I have the Snapmaker U1 coming, four head, four color coming. Won't get that for another 3 months at least. Um, but the video after this one is going to be jumping right into how to make pins to hold trucks on. They did it. They worked. I just printed two more out this morning. It was super easy. Walked up to my printer, turned it on, click print, walked away. 5 minutes. It takes less than that. It takes 60 seconds to print two pins, but the printer had to heat up to its thing. The trucks I just got in off eBay, they're half the price of micro trains. Are they worth it? Don't know. I don't know if I want to pay $65 for 10 sets of couplers when this was $20 for uh, 6 sets. So there's a big price difference, but also quality. So I know micro trains is very good. My store was out of them. That's why I end up trying the eBay ones. I will buy the micro trains and check them out as well. Um, but the eBay trucks, the hole's a lot bigger. I made these pins super easy. I'm not good at CAD design, so I'll show you how I did it. There's probably easier ways, but it'll be a neat little video to show you how I did it. But thank you for joining my channel. Hopefully you enjoy some of the content I've done. At me, let me know what you'd like to see, what you'd like to hear. Something else I do want to do is not right now, probably second quarter ish. I want to start going through my O gauge and I want to start cleaning it up. I'm still collecting O gauge certain pieces. Like I said, I like the coal loader, the barrel loader. I have a lot of that. The um, oil derrick. I just added the pre-war 165 gantry crane, and it still needs the controller soldered to it. And I bought the 282 post-war gantry crane, and I broke it. Broke it because I had to take it apart to clean it, oil it, break it free. And during the process, I broke the wires off of it. And I found another platform on sale on eBay, and I bought it for $50 shipped. And I noticed he had the same issue, and I saw how he cut it and fixed it. I might be able to fix mine. We will see. His is cleaner, so I'm going to use his. But I'm still gonna look to do a mix of N and O. And when my son moves out, things will be shuffled around my house. My youngest will move into my oldest room, and there'll be a room freed up, probably for my wife's crafting stuff, and that'll give me basement. I'm hoping to get a layout set up. But thank you very much. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year from 2026. Stick around. Drop me a line. Say what you like to see, what you like, what you don't like. I appreciate it.